Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Newsbrowse News broadcast. Global News reports that Ontario is set to reduce the length of its teachers' college programs from the current 2 years, 4 semesters, to a condensed 1-year format, encompassing 3 consecutive semesters over 12 months. This move, announced by Education Minister Paul Calandra, aims to tackle an anticipated teacher shortage, reversing a policy implemented in 2015 by the previous Liberal government that extended the program due to a teacher surplus. Upcoming legislation will also mandate a minimum practicum length to significantly boost hands-on, in-class experience for aspiring educators, addressing concerns highlighted in recent internal ministry documents about a worsening teacher shortage by 2027. The new legislation will additionally cover aspects of school board governance and trustees. The Supreme Court of Canada has affirmed a lower court's decision to annul the death declaration of Houshang Imorn-Pourced, a Quebec man discovered to be alive in Iran. Imorn-Pourced disappeared in 2008, and 8 years later, his spouse successfully sought a court judgment declaring him dead. Following Quebec law, which allows for such declarations 7 years after a disappearance, an insurance company initially contested the death pronouncement, believing Imorn-Pourced was attempting to evade creditors due to his indebtedness. However, subsequent new evidence conclusively showed that he was living in Iran, leading a judge to rule that it was more probable than not that he was alive, necessitating the annulment of the previous death declaration. This report is from the Canadian Press, published on April 10, 2026. A new report from the Quebec government reveals a significant increase in homelessness across the province, with the sharpest rises observed in regions outside of Montreal. The survey, conducted on April 15, 2025, counted over 12,000 visibly homeless individuals, marking an approximate 20% increase from the last count in October 2022. Notably, regions like Abitibi, Témiscamingue, Laurentians, Côte-Nord, Laval, and Saguenay, Lac-Saint-Jean, all recorded increases exceeding 50%. These areas also saw a higher percentage of unhoused individuals sleeping outdoors rather than in shelters. While Montreal still accounts for the largest number of visibly homeless people at 5,036 and the highest proportion per capita, the dramatic increases in other regions highlight a growing provincial challenge. This survey, as reported by Global News, does not include the hidden homeless, those temporarily staying with friends or relatives, or in hotels. The U.S. Department of Transportation, facing a critical shortage of air traffic controllers, is actively recruiting video gamers to fill these vital roles, CBS News reports. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy highlighted that gamers often possess crucial, hard skills, such as quick thinking, focus, and complexity management, which are essential for successful controllers. The Federal Aviation Administration saw a 6% reduction in controllers between fiscal years 2015 and 2025, while total flights increased by 10%. Staffing shortages led to significant disruptions, notably at Newark Liberty International Airport, and were exacerbated by a government shutdown. With over 200 million U.S. gamers and only 25% of current controllers holding traditional college degrees, the campaign targets those with alternative career paths. Prospective controllers must pass aptitude tests, medical, and security clearances, followed by 2 to 6 years of training. The median annual wage in 2024 was 144,580, though it varies by experience and location. The agency reports meeting its 2025 hiring goal and is progressing towards its 2026 target. CBS News reports that Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell and Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent held a closed-door meeting this week with top bank CEOs. The primary agenda was to discuss the cybersecurity risks associated with Anthropic's latest AI model, named Mythos. JP Morgan Chase CEO Jamie Dimon was invited but could not attend. Bloomberg News previously reported on this meeting, stating that Powell and Bessent summoned financial executives to the Treasury Department. Anthropic, known for its generative AI chatbot Claude, recently announced Project Glasswing, an initiative with major tech companies like Amazon, Apple, and NVIDIA, aimed at strengthening cybersecurity defenses using Mythos. However, Anthropic also stated that Mythos would not be widely released due to its advanced capabilities, which have successfully identified vulnerabilities across all major computer operating systems and web browsers. The company warned that such powerful AI capabilities could proliferate beyond responsible actors, leading to severe consequences for economies, public safety, and national security. The Biden administration first identified AI as a potential risk to financial stability in 2023, marking a significant designation. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.